Hi guys, it's Clint. Welcome to another day of Cardiac League Baseball. Today we are playing. Figure I've been playing off the line for a while to see what I can do and get away with here. I've got a brand new toy. It's a foot-long dice tower that has 4 rolls instead of 3 in it. They were good enough to ask what I wanted, and I gave them a picture of the length I wanted, and they said that looks good. So I've got one. It only cost me 15 bucks. Not bad. It's a little cardboardy-ish, but it'll work just like I want it to. That's no complaints there. Okay, as I said, we are doing the Minnesota Twins, who are 11 and 13 so far this season. It is a night game at Fenway Park, scheduled for 9 innings against the Boston Red Sox, who are leading the American League East here in 1978 with a 16-6 record. And the starting lineups for the Minnesota Twins. Hoskin Powell will be playing left field. He is currently batting .288 this season. Roy Smalley will be coming in. He's batting second, has 3 home runs. He's playing shortstop, switch hitter. He's batting .284. Rod Carew, currently batting .287 with 2 home runs, will be the first baseman. Mike Kovich is batting .318 for the Twinkies. He has 2 home runs and he is at playing third. Dan Ford coming in. He's in a bit of a slump, batting .204, has 1 home run. He is the center fielder. Jose Morales is our designated hitter tonight. He is batting .222. We'll get the RBIs as we go up to the bats and stuff like that, and even get some other stats to go with this. Okay, and we'll get to that part too. Greg Cusick will be the left fielder today. Hang on here, guys. I got to steal something here real fast. Find my leading score book because I'm going to need it today. He will be playing left field. He is currently batting .360 for the Twins. As you can see, the bottom of the order is batting quite well. Butch Weinecker will be the catcher. Has 2 home runs. He has a batting average of .314 currently. Bob Randall is the second baseman, right-handed hitter. He will be batting .309, playing second base. The pitcher is Gary Serum. He has yet to record a victory this season. Does have an ERA of 6.94. It has been a wild season, as you can tell. El Tiant will be pitching for the Boston Red Sox. He has a record of 1-0, ERA of 2.76. Rick Burleson is our shortstop, batting .263 today. Has a couple of home runs. Jerry Remy will be playing second as the DH today. He's batting .268. Left field will be Jim Rice. Jim Rice is leading the American League in home runs with 8, or tied up there with 8 home runs. Batting .394 right now. Kari Yastrzemski is playing first base, batting .291 with 4 home runs himself. Pudge Fisk is batting .465. I believe he's leading the American League in hitting. Has 5 home runs. He'll be catching today. Fred Lynn, right behind him, is batting .316 with 6 home runs. So Boston does have their dominant lineup order in there. Butch Hobson will be playing third base, batting .235 so far this season with 1 home run. Bernie Carbo is batting .174. He is at right field. And Jack Brohammer will be playing second base. He's batting .091. As we bring this up, we always ask me to execute transactions. I like that. That way they're automatically done right there on the spot. In case these guys do come up with any changes. Not bad. We all make up these sub lineups. We are in 1978. We are going to use the DH rule here. Though I would like to see, but I don't think for the pitchers things are not very good. Again, as we did the same thing, here we go. Minnesota's lineup in here. As you can see, they've got a few batters out there just sitting. These are your, now this is your bullpen. This is their real life bullpen. It is not, it was what they actually had in 1978. It is not your it's not the simulated bullpen as we have going on here. The Red Sox are the same way. You may recognize a few of the bullpens. Bill Lee's in there right now at the bull. He is not quite set up yet. He's pretty much almost ready. Alan Ripley pitched the last game, by the way. So did so did Berge. They lost. We're at Fenway Park. And for any of y'all who might recognize the pictures, yes, these are also the same ones we used in Out of the Park. okay, which is perfectly fine, okay? I had some guy who printed some beautiful pictures out there. I asked for his permission, and he said no. So I had to take quite a few pictures down that I had. Beautiful, beautiful, wide angle, beautiful ballpark shots. I had to take them down. He said no. He complained. Okay, here we go, guys. You're going to hear a lot of dice rolling. I have a mixed bag going in here. It's on purpose. Again, it is a 4-dice roller. I started rolling them twice, and I said, no, let me try it this way today. So what I did, I took a couple of my 6-sided dice, and I'm throwing 5 dice down the chute. And we're going to see what happens, and we'll see how it plays. Anyway, here we go. Pitch is up. El Tiant is on the mound. Hoskins at the plate. He's ready to go. Here is the first pitch of the game. And it is a 3-7-6. Still working on these guys to get the game to speed up, by the way, guys, just so everybody knows. That's a liner right back to the box, and Tiani's right there to take care of it right off the bat. That's a line out right straight to the pitcher, so Tiani is on his game today. And coming up will be Roy Smalley. Roy Smalley is batting .284, as I said, has 16 RBIs to go along with this. 3 home runs, has scored 17 runs, has no stolen bases. He is playing up against the right-handed Tianti. He's doing quite well against right-handers. This is not doing as well as he is against left-handers, but here we go. And this pitch here is a 5-0-3. Again, like I said, we're talking, trying to speed this game up just a little bit if we can. That's going out towards second base. It's an off-speed pitch, line sharp towards the left field, but right to Brohammer, and he gets him out also on a line drive. We have 2 down, both on line shots. Due up is Rod Carew. Rod Carew currently is batting .287. He is having a terrible time against left-handed pitchers so far this season, but I think he'll get out of that. He has 16 RBIs for the Minnesota Twins. Like I said, they're playing decently at 500. The pitching's been sort of killing them. Here is the pitch to Carew here in the top of the first. And it is a 5-1-2. And that's heading out towards short. Popped up just behind the mound. Berlin's getting underneath it, and he makes the grab for the out. That is 3 down at the top first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Coming up to bat for the Boston Red Sox will be Rick Burleson, Jerry Remy, and the dangerous Jim Rice. Again, welcome to Fenway Park. It is a night game on a Friday night. The only thing they don't give me here is the temperature, stuff like that, like our other friend. But that's okay. I'm not going to complain because I can always get part of that from Baseball Reference, which I need to bring up here real quick, just for my own sanity. Okay, let's go to there. I said it was May 3rd, 1978. 1, 2. Is the Red Sox and the Twins. Now, just so you know, this is, of course, like I said, back in '78. Everybody knows the Red Sox notorious pitching back in the '70s. This game, for real, was an 11-9 victory for the Boston Red Sox. They managed to score 5 in the 6th, 1 in the 8th, and hold off the Twins in the 9th. Red Sox had 3 pitchers out there. Berge tried to blow the save, and actually he did and ended up winning the game. And for the Minnesota Twins, they had 4 pitchers out there. So I've got plenty of options and plenty of opportunities, guys. And I do try to play by the rules. I have played with the pitching things to bring the fatigue in just a little bit, so I wasn't having a pitcher out there getting shelled, and he was still going on. So that happened to me with Vita Blue, and I ended up going in and saying, no, that's not happening. Okay, here we go. First pitch is Rick Burleson. Gary Serum is on the mound. He's been 11 2/3 innings. Has an ERA of 6.94. Struck out 4 so far this season. Has walked 3. Has a whip of 1.6. And he does have a high on-base percentage of .352. Here is the pitch to Burleson. It is a 6-7-8. That's setting out towards Randall at second base. Nice hit, but it's sharply lined out there, and it's right to him. And Burleson hits the Randall for the out. 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. Due up is Jerry Remy. Jerry Remy so far is batting .268, has 3 stolen bases. No home runs, 8 RBIs. By the way, I am the Red Sox this game because they are the home team. So for one of the few times I get to play the Boston Red Sox. I like that. Here is the pitch to Remy. It is a 9.85. That's heading out towards left field. That's going to be drilled in the gap at left center field. It's going over. He won't have a play. It's playing off the wall. Bounces at that weird way the left field does it. Hit the scoreboard heading out that way. And Remy is on his way towards third. He is going to come in safe. Jerry Remy hits a triple right off the bat here in the bottom of the third inning, in the first inning. And we have a runner on third. Jim Rice is on the mound. Is at the plate, and Serum is there. Here we go. Rice is batting .394, 8 home runs, 23 RBIs. He has no stolen bases. Obviously, he's not the fastest runner out there, but he's not the slowest. By the way, if Beatles picks up on the game here, you're going to see that I did exactly what was supposed to be done somewhat. It's not the best. They are working on it. They say Dan Ford didn't have the best arm at center field. If anybody disagrees with me and tells me what he can do for an arm, rate it, please. Let me know. I can always edit the arm in this game. Okay, so one thing I can do, I can edit and keep it. As you can see, they've got a pretty good range in the middle of the infield, and even Serum has a good. Weininger has a good range, and I believe that's based on their stolen base average. So here we go, and just to let you guys see what you're looking at now. It's a good idea for Butch Weininger. He has an E of 8, but he has a 1.2 range of 2, arm of 1. So his error percentage, though, is not bad. Okay? He can also play third base, though, where he has an average range. Now, that's my problem. I had first, second, and third bases. All didn't show up correctly, and that is what the fellas at Digital Diamond are taking a good look at it for me. I'm not going to complain about them at all. I think that's very good of them. Obviously, we are going tooth and tongue with statistics, and also the fact is that I am not going to use the PHP form for my my box scores. I'm going over back to Delphi, so I could do different things with it, make them quicker, and to me they're cleaner. So I'm going to do that. But that's what I'm doing. So, and that's what we got here. So here we go, Jim Rice. Here is the pitch to Rice, and it is a 9.45. And I think my experiment is going to end real quick, and we're going to try something else. And that is heading out again, heading out there, and it's just going to jump out there. It is over the Green Monster as it heads out towards Lansdowne Street. A 2-run blast for Jim Rice. That is his 9th of the season. And we have only one out here in the thing. I'm going to go back to an old familiar thing I can do here, and I gotta figure out how to set the thing aside up for me so it doesn't kill me. Krajewski's at the plate. He's batting .291 so far this year. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Has scored 24 runs. The Red Sox have scored a lot of runs. Okay, so here we go. You're going to hear this twice before I give you a number, guys. And it's going to be a 135. That's heading out towards center field, towards Dan Ford. Breaking ball is hit in the air deep to center field. Going back is Ford. And he's out there heading towards triangle. It makes the grab for the out. We have 2 down. Coming up for the Boston Red Sox is Pudge Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk is currently batting .465. He has 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. He has 2 stolen bases, believe it or not, this season for the Boston Red Sox. Here we go. Here is the pitch from Serum. And it is a 0-0-6. Serum cranks and fouls. A swing and a miss for Fisk. That's a strikeout for Serum, and that ends the inning. But the Red Sox scored 2 runs on Jim Rice's 9th home run of the season. Coming up to bat for the Minnesota Twins will be Mike Cubbage, Dan Ford, and Jose Morales. We are in the top of the 2nd inning here. El Tiant is on the mound. Just to give you the rest of the information on him, he is 1-0, ERA of 2.60 now. It was 2.76. 11 strikeouts, 6 walks. He has thrown 17 innings so far this season, has a whip of a little over 1. He is better against left-handed batters than he is right. And here we go. Here's the pitch to Cubbage. Yep. I fixed a lot of things here. There we go. It is a 1-5-3. And that's a payoff pitch on 3-2 count. Swung on, he shatters his bat. The ball headed for Brohammer. Brohammer dodges the bat, stays with it, and fires the ball over to Yastrzemski for the out on the ground ball. 4-3. Coming up is Dan Ford. Dan Ford so far this season is batting .204. Yes, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. That's ready to make it. There we go. He is currently 8 runs scored, no stolen bases yet this season. And it is a 7-8-3 to Ford. He hits that ball. It's going out towards left field. Soft line drive just over the infield, so it drops in between. Cut off by Rice, and Ford is on with the base hit. Jose Morales is the DH today. Yes, I'm still working on the pitchers, guys. That is a Baltimore Oriole pitcher. Yes, I know. So everybody can laugh at me. I've got if I sit down and I take the time to work on the pictures, it's going to take me at least a week because of the way this thing is set up, and I want to set up the way that these guys have their picture photos set up, and I think it can be done without question. So it just takes it's a matter of taking time. We're out of the pocket insists that you put the year in there. These guys really don't, but they do insist you put the team in there. And here is the pitch to Morales. That's the first shot. It's going to be a 9-0-6. That's going out towards Lynn in center field. It's going up, swung on. It's a soft drive dive just over the infield again, and it's into center field for a base hit. The Twins are hitting the ball. They're just out hitting it hard, so it's going to be, looks like a bunch of punch and Judies going out there. And they are holding Ford at second base. Coming up to bat is Craig Cusack. Craig Cusack so far is batting .360 so far this season. 1 home run, 8 RBIs. And yes, I can bring up his stats if you want to see how many games he's actually played here. He's been in 8 games out of the 24. So he's just getting around to it. They did send down one of their players early in the season. He only has 9 hits, so it's not bad on 25 at-bats. Managed to score 6 runs. He's walked 5 times, struck out 3. I've got good average stuff in here. It's decent stuff. So here we go. Round 1 and round 2. Cusick has there at the plate, and it is a 3-0-8. And it's a high fly ball, and there's right center field. Carbo gets it on the run. They're going to tag up Ford. Let's see what happens. That is a 6-2-7. And Ford is going to get over through it on the tag up. Morales will stay at first. Coming up to bat is Butch Weiniger. Butch Weiniger so far for the Twins is batting .314. Has an outstanding on-base percentage of .415 for the Twins this year. It's probably one of the real highlights for the Twins. If they ever bring a left-handed pitcher in here, though, he is in trouble. Tiant's back on the mound here. Runners on first and third. 2 down. They've got the runners on hold, and we're going to get ready for the pitch. Here's the first one. Here comes the second one. It is a 7-9-2. That's for the lead. They're going to try to steal. Morales not going to get it. It is a 1-3-2 for the pitch. Sorry about that. I missed that was a lead. And that looks like a routine fly ball out towards left field. Rice is right there. He does. Takes care of Weiniger. The Twins strand 2 with the runner on third. No runs. 2 hits. 2 runs were left on base. At the end of 1.5, it's Boston 2, Minnesota nothing. Coming to bat for the Red Sox will be Freddie Lynn, Butch Hobson, and Bernie Carbo. Lynn is batting. He is batting .316 for the Sox this year. 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Freddie Lynn. It is a 0-2-8. And pitch is on the way. Chopper over to second base. It's an easy play though to Randall, and he gets over to Carew real quick, fires it out. And he is out. And my trusted assistant just ran away from Mean Mommy. Oh, my trusted assistant, Miss Sasha, left me again because Mean Mommy came in and scared her away. Mean Mommy caught her having fun outside. She went outside today in the 3 season. What a big girl. Coming to bats, Butch Hobson. He's batting .235 for the Sox so far this season. 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Hobson. It's a 3-7-4. That's heading out towards right field. Hoskin Powell's territory, driven deep. He's got great range, and he picks it up, chasing it down. Hoskin Powell has a range of 2, which is like second best here if these guys go 1 to 5, low to high. And there is 2 down here in the second inning. Coming to bat is Bernie Carvel. Bernie Carvel so far is batting .174. Has yet to hit a home run. Does get a couple RBIs in there. Here is the pitch to Carvel. Somebody make it down. Come on. It's a 1-0-9. And for the second time, he froze Carvel on a real nasty hook. And we have 3 down at the end of 2 innings. There was no runs, no hits, nobody left on base at the end of 2. We have the Minnesota Twins 0, the Boston Red Sox 2. And coming back for the Twins will be Bob Randall, Hoskin Powell, and Roy Smalley. We're going back up towards the top of the line. Bob Randall's batting .309 for the Twins. As in the 9th order, has no home runs, 10 RBIs, has stolen 2 bases. Here is the pitch. Come on, everybody in the pool. There you go. It is a 2-3-0. Tiant ready's hard line drive towards Hobson. Hobson slaps over there, gets that glove out, grabs the ball, and gets the play. Timeout, guys. I have to go take care of an argument between 2 ladies. Okay, so excuse me. We're going to take a quick 1 minute break. Everybody hang on. I'll take care of the girl fight, Chunk. Thanks. You, get over there. Get! Go find a place and park, little girl. God, I'm going to kick your ass. Get over there. Behave yourself. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Had a bitch fight in here. My 2 girls do not get along, so they go at it every now and then, and when they do, I have to stop it. So I do apologize, guys. We are back here. Hoskin Powell is up to bat. First time out, he lined straight to Louis Tiant in the first inning. Here is the pitch to Powell as Tiant is doing an excellent job today for the Boston Red Sox. It is a 2-6-9. And that's a nice ball. Just hit, oh, nice little fly ball to the left. Rice says he does have it, and he's waiting for it to come on down. Makes the play. We have 2 down here in top 3rd inning. Roy Smalley's coming up to bat. Roy Smalley last time lined out to Jack Cohammer at second base. And here is the pitch to Smalley. It is a 6-4-0. And they walked him. Louis Tiant walks Roy Smalley over there to first base. That'd be his first time on on the base paths this game here. Rod Carew will be the batter. Roy Smalley is at first. That is Tiant's first walk that he's given up so far this game. Rod Carew, the last time up, he popped out to our shortstop, Rick Burleson. Here is the pitch by El Tiante. The runner is on hold. He's playing first base, holding him back. It is an 8-6-5. And you do not hold Carew much longer. That's going to get out there in left, over towards left field. Hits it hard on the ground. Gets in between Hobson and Burleson right up to Rice. He does make the play. And the runners are going to hold there. They're not going to go against Rice's arm. He does have an arm of 2, a range of 2. The man can throw the ball. Makes very few errors. We have runners on first and second here. Threatening again are the Minnesota Twins. Runners on first, second with 2 down. Coming up is the dangerous Mike Covich. He is last time up, though he did ground out to our second baseman. Here is the pitch. And it is a 3-3-5. And the pitch is on its way. It's driven over towards left field. All Rice has to do is drop on back. He was right in the area. Makes the grab. No runs. 1 hit. 2 runners left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings, it is Boston 2. Runs 2 hits, and the Minnesota Twins no runs and 3 hits. Coming to bat for the Red Sox will be Jack Brohammer, Rick Burleson, and Jerry Remy for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hiya, Herb. How's it going? I'm doing a Digital Diamond tonight. I've been playing it in the black, so figured give you guys a chance to take a look, see what we got going on here. Also, hope some of the Digital Diamond folks will come on, and they can take a look also. And see what we're talking about, and see what we can see. And if you guys have any complaints or anything like that, or have any criticisms, please let them know. They're working on working on a couple of issues that I had. Beatles may run into the same problem. If not, then I know I did something wrong. I'll let them look at it. Okay, Jack Brohammer's up. He's batting 0-9-1 this year so far for the Boston Red Sox. Gary Serum is on the mound. Here is the pitch. At number 1, and here we go. It is a 7-8-0. And Jack Brohammer connects on the ball, and he strokes it out to center field on a solid line drive single. It's going to drop in front of Dan Ford. And Bromer will get first base. He'll get one of his few hits so far he's had this season. Coming up is Rick Burleson. Last time up, Rick Burleson lined to our second baseman, Bob Randall. Brohammer's on first. We're going to see if he might be able to get away with the stolen base here. And he is not going to get away with the stolen base here. Serum rivals it, and Brohammer is back. Okay, here is the pitch to Burleson. Show him at once. 5-8-3. And Burleson hits it out there towards left field. It sounds like the routine fly ball heading out that way. And it's starting to slice away from Cusack, but he manages to get out there and makes the grab. We have 1 down here on the fly ball to left field by Rick Burleson. Coming up is Jerry Remy. Jerry Remy singled in the first inning, scored on Jim Rice's 2-run blast. Brohammer is at first. Here is the pitch by Remy to Remy. Ooh. And that is a 5-6-0. Brohammer's held on by Cruz. Here we go. Cranked up. Has hit on the air to right field. Powell is starting back. Now he realized he made a mistake coming on in, and he makes the grab. We have 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Coming up to bat will be Jim Rice. Jim Rice homered in the first inning to 2 RBIs. Improved his average to 400. Here is the pitch to Rice. It is a 2-9-4. And Rice directs that one over towards first base side. Slow ground to the right side. Cruz able to corral it. Serum gets over there in time. He flips it, and it is out. 3 down here. So after that first base hit, the Red Sox strand Brohammer. And 3 straight outs, including a 1-2-3 on that one there. At the end of 3, it's Boston 2, Minnesota nothing. Due up to bat will be Dan Ford, Jose Morales, and Craig Cusick. Dan Ford is up. He has one of 3 Minnesota hits so far this game. He got that in the back in the 2nd inning. Managed to get over to 3rd and was stranded there at the end of the inning. Here is the pitch by El Tiante. It is a 9-4-7. Come on. That is heading out towards right field. It's going to be trouble. Carver was late picking that up, and it gets by him over towards the wall back in right field. Ford is heading on his way towards second. Carver fires in, and Ford is safe. So Dan Ford gets to the second hit of the game, a double. Coming up to bat will be Jose Morales. Jose Morales also got a base hit his first time up. Ford's on second. Morales is at the plate. And here is the pitch by Tiant. And it is a 5-2-2. That's heading towards first. And Skierstrowski smothers it, steps on the bag just in time for the out. Ford moves over towards third. And we have one down. Coming up to bat will be Craig Cusick. Craig Cusick flew out to right field his first time up. We're going to put the infield in to probably hold for the play at home. And here is the pitch to Cusick. It is a 3-1-2. And that is it. Field is in. Tiant's ready. Deals it. Crowder shortstop. Fielded there. Lots of time. Throws out Cusick easily. And that is not going to be good enough. He held Ford at third. And we have 2 down on that ground ball to Burleson because they stepped in. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. And the batter is Butch Weininger. Butch Weininger last time up, he flew out to left field. Here is the pitch. And it is a 6-2-8. That's lifted out towards left. Rice is waiting for it again, and he makes the play. That is 3 down here in the top of the 4th inning. At the end of 3.5, it is Boston 2, Minnesota nothing. Due up for the Sox, it's Yastrzemski, Carlton Fisk, and Freddie Lynn. Yep, Digital Diamond, Herb. It's on sale right now. It's like $15 in Steam. And you get every season. It comes as part of the package. It's nothing to download. They've got great tutorials. It's the easiest thing to download. When you download the teams and anything else you want, you can find the ballparks. I'm using out of the parks ballparks. I just copied them into the Digital Diamond folder. The only thing I'm not keen on is loading up box scores. They use a thing called PHP form. It's supposed to be text orientated, but I found that my Delphi is a whole lot better, quicker, simpler, and I can still post pictures. Not all my pictures are of the players in their right uniforms. I'm working on that as I go along. That is going to be a work in progress. There's only like 23,000 pictures I have to deal with. Okay, here we go. Yastrzemski is 0 for 1 so far this game. Last time up, he flew out to center field. Here is the pitch to Captain Carl. It is a 6-0-3. And that's heading out on third base this time. Unfortunately, bounces towards the hole left side. Cubbage snacks it and throws there plenty of time to snail the slow running Yastrzemski, and we have 1 down. 5-3 for any of you guys keeping score. And coming up to bat is Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk struck out. He is one of two Gary Serum victims on the strikeout side, on the K side, and here is the pitch to Fisk here in the bottom of the 4th. And this was going to be a 6-1-6. And this was going out the way. Bounce to the right side. And Carew moves on in, gloves it, and Serum has to get it again for the out. That's the second time that's happened for the Twins this game. Carew is able to flip it over to the pitcher just in time for the out. And coming up is Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn so far today is also 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base in the second inning. Here is the pitch. Come on. There we go. It is a 1-8-4. And Lynn cranks it. Here's a liner. And right to Carew. He's waiting right there for it. And he makes the play. So at the end of 4 innings, it is Boston 2, the Minnesota Twins nothing. Coming back for the Twins is Randall, Powell, and Smalley. We are in the top of the 5th inning of the night game at Fenway Park. Check with Al. Al knows how to do that, and so does the Beatles Eternal. Both of them do. Check with those two guys, and they will give you all the answers for Strat. They've talked about it many, many times. They know what to do. I promise you, they know exactly what to do. Can't go wrong there. We are at the top of the 5th inning here on a Wednesday, May 3rd, 1978. We have 16,403 people here viewing the game. I do not have the weather report. Yes, I do. It is light raining out here at Fenway Park, 56 degrees. So we got the weather report. And what's going on is the light rain, so they are playing in the rain, which is what baseball teams have done lately. And here's the pitch to Bob Randall from El Tiante. And it is a 5-2-3. Come on. And Tiant gets it down, gets the sign, swung on, popped up on the infield. Right over towards shortstop. Burles is ready, makes the grab. We have one down. Coming up to bat is Hoskin Powell. And I did it again. Hoskin Powell so far today is 0 for 2. Lined out the pitcher and flew out to left field. Here is the pitch to Powell. And it is a 3-4-8. That's heading out towards right field in the air. Shallow and is quite playable. Birdie Garber comes on in. Makes the running grab. We have 2 down. We are in the top of the 5th inning here at Fenway Park. El Tiante is on the mound. Roy Smalley is at the plate. Sox are leading 2-0. Here is the pitch in a very tight baseball game. And it is an 8-8-7. That's heading out towards center field. It could be good, could be trouble. Gets past Broham's going to drop on in, but Glenn comes on up real fast, gets it back in, and Smiley is on is on for the second time this game with a single. That is the 5th hit Tiant's given up. Due up to bat here is Rod Carew. Rod Carew is 1 for 2 today. He has popped out to the shortstop, got a base hit in the 3rd inning. And there's 2 down here. Smalley's on hold. Here is the pitch to Carew. It is a 9-9-2. And that one's heading out towards center field. Lynn's starting to head back. That's going down the left field. A power alley up there at the 385 mark. That one's over the monster, and it is gone. And Rod Carew smacks one over the left center section out there in the outfield. Out to the Green Monster back then, and it is a 2-2 tie. They have doubled this. They have tied this one up. Minnesota has come back. Mike Covage is up to bat. Tiant is on the mound. And my cover so far is over 2. Let's see what Tiant is going to do with this pitch. And see what happens here. It is a 5-7-4. And Tiant just fires it in there. Popped him up though, got him hit underneath it, and Burleson is ready for this one too. They got a meeting in the mound, and Burleson says, nope, this one's mine. We have 3 down, but the Minnesota Twins score 2 runs on 2 hits. Home run by Rod Carew. Congratulations, Rod Carew. We have a 2-2 tie here at Fenway Park. Due up for the Boston Red Sox is Butch Hobson, Bernie Carbo, and Jack Brohammer, the bottom of the order. Butch Hobson's last time up. In the 2nd inning, he flew out to right field. This is an official game here in the rain. Here is the pitch. It is an 8-6-6. And Butch Hobson connects on the ball. It's hard on the ground, though. That's going to get through that infield again. And if Hobson is over towards first, guess they're in a hurry. We have a runner on first here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sox are at home here. They are at the plate. Bernie Carbo is up. His last time up, he struck out to the Gary Serum pitch. Here is the pitch to Carbo. Hobson's on first. He takes the lead. But he's not going to attempt to steal, that's for sure. And it's a 3-3-0 to Carbo. And that's heading towards Randall. Hard on the ground. Right there's Randall. Fires the Smalley, who fires the Carew. Double play and a 4-6-3 double play for the Minnesota Twins. And that brings up Jack Brohammer. Jack Brohammer's got one of 4 Boston hits this game. Singled in the 3rd inning. The diamond is clear. Gary Serum got the pitcher's best friend there to help him out. And here is the pitch to Brohammer. It is a 1-8-2. And Brohammer heads out towards Carew. Broken bat bouncer. It gets the hop though, and he hands over to Carew. Carew underhands to Serum again. And that is 3 down. So ends up being a 1-2-3 inning for the Minnesota Twins. At the end, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base. At the end of 5, it is Minnesota 2, Boston 2. There we go. Take your time. The game's still going to go on. Take your time. Dan Ford is at the plate. Minnesota's on a 2-2 tie. El Tiant is back still on the mound. Dan Ford so far today is 2 for 2. He's been consistent. He's got a double and a base hit, and El Tiante's ready to pitch. Here is the pitch to Ford. It is a 3-0-4. And Ford hits him up, gets underneath a little bit, line drive to the right side, gets over to the infield, but it's hanging around. Carbo's waiting for it, makes the play, and we have 1 down in the top of the 6th inning. Due up is Jose Morales here in the top of the 6th inning on a 2-2 tie at a rainy night in Fenway Park. Don't let that moon fool you, it's a fake. Here we go. Jose Morales is 1 for 2. He got a single in the 2nd inning, and he rounded out 2 Yastrzemski unassisted in the 4th. Here is the pitch. It is a 5-3-1. And Morales puts it on the ball into shallow right field, and it's playable, and he's getting away with this one here. Carbo is able to get there in time with the high fly ball. Waits for it and makes the play. We have 2 down in the top of the 6th inning here at Fenway Park. Craig Cusick is at the plate. Craig Cusick so far today is 0 for 2. He's flown out and ground. And 0 for 1. Take that back. 0 for 1. I got him at 0 for 2. Okay. Here is the pitch. Not sure what happened. We'll figure that one out. There's 1. And There's 2. It is a 3-1-5. Ah, okay. He got a sacrifice hit in there. I'm surprised he did. 3-1-5, 2 Cusick. And that's heading out on the ready here. Here's the pitch. Lined out towards Burleson, who's right there waiting for it again. He's got quite a few of these today. And that is 3 down. A 1-2-3 inning for the Boston Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning. At the end of 5.5. It is Boston 2, Minnesota 2. Due up to bat for the Red Sox will be the top of the order. Rick Burleson, Jerry Remy, and Jim Rice. Rick Burleson today so far is 0 for 2. He has lined out to the second base, flown out to the left. Here is the pitch. Gary Serum is on the mound here. Pitching a great game for the Minnesota Twins. This is a 9-3-2. And that's going to head out towards left field. It's a hit going to hit well over there. Cusick's coming over. That is on the gap, off the wall. Bounces off high off the wall. Burleson's going to get into second base. And he is in with a double. Rick Burleson gets the double for the Boston Red Sox. And that is his 5th double of the season to go along with the triple and a home run. Jerry Remy is up the bat here. And we're going to see if we can try to bunt Burleson along. That is a 5-7-6. And he gets it down. It's a beauty. Runs to stop just inside the third base line. It's up the Froniger. And he fires over towards first. Remy's out by a step. And they are howling on that one there. Burleson takes third, though. Steps away. They finally smarten up. And he's over there. Burleson's on third. Jerry Remy does get the sacrifice hit on a 5-3 play. Just barely does not get it with his speed. And coming to bat is Jim Rice. We have 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Jim Rice is up to bat. Last time he grounded out to Carew, flips to Serum, and he has a 2-run home run in the 1st inning. Here is the pitch to Rice. And it is a 2-3-5. That is over towards second base. It's going to get over towards Randall. It's going to be on the ground. Yes, it is. Randall fields it towards third on the third bounce. Throws it first for the out. And Burleson manages to get it on the ground ball, a hit. So the Red Sox get their 3rd run of the game. Jim Rice does get that. It's a 4-3. And coming to bat will be Captain Yukari Yastrzemski. And the Red Sox have a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Yukari Yastrzemski today is 0 for 2. He is ground out and flown out. Here is the pitch to Yastrzemski. And it is a 2-5-8. And he hits it hard, but the sky, he hits it hard, but hits it towards the sky. Ford's drifting on over, back in center field, and he makes the grab. Karjashevsky is out. That is the 3rd out of the inning, but the Red Sox get a run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and due up to bat for the Minnesota Twins will be Butch Weiniger, Bob Randall, and Hoskin Powell. We are in the top of the 7th inning here at Fenway Park in a 3-2 game. Louis Tiant is on the mound. He's doing quite well. It's not tiring as of yet. And here is the pitch to Weiniger. Weiniger is 0 for 2 today. And that is a 3-5-6. And that's an offering. Slap past the mound right towards Burleson. He gets out of the gloves. Grabs the glove on right there at second base on second base side. Fires Yastrzemski for the play. And Weiniger is out. And they has 6-3. That's how it's going to be recorded. They're not going to see that unless it makes the highlight reel. And then there's 1 down in the top of the 7th inning. El Tiante is doing quite well so far. Due up here is Bob Randall. Here is the pitch to Randall. Get down there. That's once, okay. And it is an 8-4-9 to Randall. That's going to head out towards right field. Hard on the ground, gets past Brohammer, gets through, and Carvel's able to get that in a hurry and get it back in. Randall's on first with his base hit, first of the game for him. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Runner on first. Hoskenpal is at the plate. Hoskenpal is 0 for 3. He's flown out twice and lined out once. Here is the pitch to Hoskenpal. Here we go. One down. And it is an 8:08. And he quick throws it first. They're going to try to have Randall steal. Then they're going to get Powell to bunt. It's a 0-8-1 on the bunt. He should get this one here. He does, heading down third base line. Hits on the ground up this Hobson, and he bobbles out no play. And Pascal Hobson drops the ball. He does have an error rating of 10. He bobbled the ball. Powell will get on first base. That is an E5. That is an E5. That's the first error of the game. And El Tiant, who should have just had 2 out, is now just glaring over towards Hobson's way. In his usual Latin style, coming to bat is Roy Smalley. Roy Smalley is 1 for 2, has a walk, scored a run. Here is the pitch to Smalley. Fall down. Oh, there it is. It is a 1-5-1. And here, Smalley hits it hard, but he hits it towards left field on the line drive. Couldn't get any lift on that ball, and Rice was waiting for it. We have 2 down. We have runners on first and second, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning. Bob Randall's on second base. He reached there on a base hit, and on a poorly played bunt by Butch Hobson, Hoskenpal is on first. Here is the pitch to Rod Carew. He's 2 for 3 with the home run, 2 RBIs. Obviously, he is a threat. But it's a 0-7-0. And that's heading out towards second base on the ground. It sounds like it. Over towards second. He tosses over to Yastrzemski. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Minnesota Twins new strand 2. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Boston Red Sox. Gary Serum is still on the mound for the Twins. So far, his line is he's thrown 6 innings, 3 runs on 5 hits. He's struck out 2 and has given up 1 long ball. He's walked none. Due up is Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk today is 0 for 2. Here is the pitch to Pudge. And it is a 5-0-9. That's heading out towards Cusick over in left field. Hit high in air and then deep. Cusick is at the end of it, though. He will grab that real easy and take Fisk out of this inning. And we have 1 down. Freddie Lynn's up to bat. Freddie Lynn so far today is also 0 for 2. The Red Sox bats have been fairly quiet. Only 5 hits so far this game. The Twins, Gary Stevens done an excellent job of throwing, mixing his pitches up. And here is the pitch to Lynn. It is a 9-7-3. He didn't quite mix this one up, though. That was heading out towards right field. He toes it, winds it up. High fly ball down the right field line. And it hits the... It's still curving and it hit the pesky pole. And Freddie Lynn gets another home run for the Boston Red Sox. I believe that is his 7th of the season. Hits on the right field line as it spins heading towards foul pole, but it hit the pesky pole and bounces out. Yeah, a single home run for Fred Lynn, and it is 4-2 Boston. Due up is Butch Hobson. Butch Hobson today is 1 for 2. Here is the pitch to Hobson. Serum is still on the mound for the Twins. And it's an 0-8-5. And Hobson has struck out on a swinging slider. We have 2 down. That is Serum's 3rd strikeout. Unfortunately, he doesn't give up 2 gopher balls today. We'll get more stats on him later. Coming up is Bernie Carbo, who is also 0 for 2 today, and he grounded into a double play his last time up. And that is a 1-6-3. That's a nice little ball heading out towards Randall on the ground. It sounds like big bounce over the mound. Randall's able to reach out there behind second base. Makes a strong throw to Carew and makes the play. We have 3 down. At the end of 7 is Boston 4, Minnesota 2. Coming up to bat for the Twins is Mike Cubbage, Dan Ford, and Jose Morales. Louis Tiant is back on the mound here in the 7th inning. In the top of the 8th inning, his line so far has been 7. He's thrown 7 innings, given up 7 hits, walked 1, no strikeouts. He gave up that long ball to Carew in the 5th. And we are in a 4-2 Red Sox game here in Digital Diamond Baseball, May 3rd, 1978. We are playing in the rain. Hello, Al. How is things? Hops the tops, everybody. Hope you're doing well, Al. I'm glad to see you here. What are you getting done, Herb? What you getting done to you, partner? If you don't mind, if I could take a quick look, and then before I shut the thing down, you can always delete your comment, or if you don't, I will if you want me to. I just hope everything with you will be okay. We don't want to lose you. We need our token Yankee fan here. Everybody has to have token Yankee fans. You know that. Al, welcome to the Cardiac League. I've been playing a bunch of games, gotten used to Digital Diamond again. I've got 3 stints in one of my. If you haven't heard, Herb, I've got 3 in one artery. They ran the balloon on me. They say over 100 times. I want to say it's about 90 though. Yeah, stents. And they had to blow the balloon up in me on my artery. That's how bad it was. It was 90% clogged. They blew it up, put 3 stents in one artery, and I've got wires in case they need to go back in. So I've got permanent wires too. So, but I've got stents. I'm on a by the way, let them talk into the plastic stents. The only drawback is you got to take a blood thinner for 1 year. Okay, if you can deal with that, you'll be all set. Okay, partner. And I will pray for you, Herb. Okay. It's not easy. It's painful, and actually had me in for an overnight. So, but they did let me get up and walk around a little bit, so I didn't feel too bad. Okay, we are in the top of the 8th inning, guys. Enjoying a game, but I'm waiting. Hopefully, Al's going to post one up on one of his. El Tiante's on the mound. Covers at the bat. He is 0 for 3 today. Here is the pitch to El Tiante. Or to Cubbage. Sorry about that. It is a 0-3-3. And he brings it in on the money pitch. Swing and a miss. And Cubbage goes down. That is Tiant's first strikeout of the game. Believe it or not, Louis Tiant's first strikeout of the game. Al, on this date in 1978, the Red Sox actually won this game 11-9. Just so you know. It was 58 degrees. It was raining that day. So that's the weather report that I've got. And that's where we're at. Here is the pitch. Dan Ford is 2 for 3 today. He's been a danger to El Tiante this game. Has not scored a run, but he's been stranded on the base both times. This is a 4-6. This is a 4-9-6. This one. And that's a fly ball, sounds like, heading out towards Carbo. Swung on. It's a dunker. And Carbo's a little slow to react, but he dies on that ball and gets it. Had to dive for the ball, makes the play because he was slow to react to it in the first place. Makes the play, and we have 2 down. I'm not sure whether Carbo saw 2 balls or 1, which way he was going to go. Rumor has he is doing something, and it's not necessarily he's doing something breathing, and it's not necessarily an air freshener. Coming to that is Jose Morales. Jose Morales is 1 for 3 today. Here is the pitch. It's a 2-7-3. And And he hits over there from Tiant. That's lined towards left, but Hobbs is right there to grab it. Hobbs jumps and leaps up, grabs that ball, drops on down, makes another fantastic play over at third base. That is his second one. First time he did, he caught a liner heading out that way off the left side of his glove. Was able to get that in, keep it in the infield, and make the play. We are at 7.5 innings at the end. It's Boston's 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. The Minnesota Twins 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Batting for the Red Sox will be Jack Brohammer, Rick Burleson, and Jerry Remy. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jack Brohammer's at the plate. So far he is 1 for 2 today. Here is the pitch to Brohammer. It is a 7-8-8. And he connects on that ball. It's heading out towards left field. It's going to get elude Cusack. Just get around him. And it's going to be a base hit for Brohammer. Cusack's able to get that ball as he's had to go down and get the angle on it. Makes the play. Fires it back in. And Brohammer will be at first base with his second hit of the game. Very good, Jack. 2 for 3 today. Coming up is Rick Burleson. Rick Burleson today is 1 for 3. He got a double in the 6th inning. He scored the lead run in the 6th inning on a ground ball play by Jim Rice. Here is the pitch to Burleson. Brohammer's on first. And it is an 8-4-7. That is also heading out towards left field. What is it going to do? We'll find out. Swung on, slapped into left field for a basic. Gets past Smalley and Covich. They want to know if I'm going to try to run Brohammer at that rate? No. So they're going to stop Brohammer at second base, and we will have runners on first and second. Cusack is cocked and ready to fire. Coming up to bat will be Jerry Remy. Jerry Remy today is 1 for 2. Scored a run himself on the home run by Jim Rice in the 1st inning. He also has a sacrifice hit. Here is the pitch to Remy. Runs around first and second. And I tell you what, I think we'll see if we can bunt the runs along again. That is a 9-6-7. That was not a good idea. That's a poor bunt. He gets it down, but it's going to. Weidinger picks it up quickly, fires to Covich, and Burleson will be out on a poor bunt on the fielder's choice. Burleson is out 2-5. Well, you got to try sometimes. Burleson takes second base. Remy's at first. Brohammer's out 2-5, and Remy reaches on the fielder's choice. Coming up is Jim Rice. Jim Rice is 1 for 3. Smacked his 9th home run of the season. He has 3 RBIs. 2 off the home run, 1 off that ground ball in the 6th. He has 26 RBIs. I believe he's leading the American League. Here is the pitch to Rice. Runs around first and second. And it's a 5-3-4. High chopper to second base. Fielded by Randall. Throws the Smalley over there. Down to first. And it's the second double play. Same one. 4-6-3. Rice hits it to a double play, and he was known for doing that. A 4-6-3 double play that will take care of the 8th inning. No runs. There were 2 hits, nobody left on base, and El Tiante is tired. So, let me see what I've got coming in to pitch. Okay. I ain't going to tell you because not one of the better seasons, but he can still do it. All right, the next pitcher who was actually scheduled in the games, the one I need to bring in is Tom Bergmeyer. Tom Bergmeyer will be coming in to pitch. There we go. He may not last long, though. He just got done pitching another game. Tom Bergmeyer so far this season, let me get him up here real quick if you guys can see this. I hope you can. He's been in 5 games. He's lost 1, does have a save. He's been in 7.23 innings, given up 9 runs, 2 home runs, 3 walks, struck out 2. He has an ERA of 11 so far this season. Al, if you're running around, you know this is just like watching the 1960 Red Sox's bullpen. Just so you know, we'll see what happens with him. If he doesn't look good, I've got another pitcher in the top of the 9th I can bring in. The Red Sox brought in 3 pitchers this game, so I have that option. Okay, so let me bring him in. He is the new pitcher. It will be Bergmeyer. Whoop. There we go, Bergmeyer. Okay, Bergmeyer is on the mound. Up to bat is Craig Cusack. Craig Cusack today is 0 for 2 here in the top of the ninth. Bergie needs this. Here is the pitch. And it is a 6.95. Bergmeyer crank, and he misses. He misses. That is a walk to Cusack. Seventh, eighth, ninth batters up. Butch Weinecker is next. He is 0 for 3 today. Bergmeyer is there at the mound. Cusack is ready. Here we go. It is a 1-5-2. And that is heading out towards Carmel in right field on the pitch. High fly drive, and it is deep. Carmel's going back towards the warning track, and he makes the play just shy. Gets the ball back, and Cusack will have to go back, scrambles back to first base, and Carmel makes the play. Coming up is Bob Randall. Bob Randall today is 1 for 3. He got a base hit in the 7th inning. He is obviously lined out to third, lined out to short. Here is the pitch. And it is a 2.58. Not in time. That was a try for a run. Sorry about that. I missed it. Here goes. Okay. It is an 8.87. I'll be damned. That's setting out. There's a base hit. Gets around. Gets past Lynn. Unfortunately, Lynn cocks it in. And they're going to remain at first and second. Base hit. Freddie Lynn could not get to it in time. We have runners on first and second. Bergmeyer sitting there at 7. I think we have seen enough. Let's bring in the third pitcher of the game, guys. See what we can do here. Hiya, dog. I've got brown, white, and green or red, white, and blue. Okay, that's what I call them. So that's what I use. I got 10-sided dice, 3 different colors. Is what I use, Al. It's a burgundy, brown, red's what I got. Then I've got white, and I've got green or blue for the third dice. That's what I use. Okay, let's bring in the third pitcher, guys. We got runners on first and second, 1 down. I already know who's going to be, so let's get him in here. The next pitcher for the Boston Red Sox will be Bob Stanley. Bob Stanley so far this season has been in 8 games. He has 1 win, 2 saves. He has also given up a home run, 2 walks. He struck out 7. He has an ERA of 4.50. Bob Stanley of Portland, Maine. Went to Deering High School. One of the last stellar pitchers we've had come out of Maine. That has been a couple of batters. Mike Bordick was one of them. So here we go. Bob Stanley is coming in. The third pitcher of the game for the Boston Red Sox. There is 1 out. He'll definitely be coming in at the stretch. And Stanley's coming for relief. Runners on first, second. Batter is Hoskin Powell. Hoskin Powell today is 0 for 4. Here is the pitch. It is an 8.73. That's heading out towards left field. Jim Rice territory. Slapped in left field. Coming over is Rice. It's going to be a single for Powell. And Rice is ready to throw it. It's going to stop the runners, and the bases will be loaded. Not a good time for that to happen. We got runners at the bases loaded. There is only 1 out. Roy Smalley's at the plate. Stanley's on the mound. And we're going to bring the fielder. We're going to do one thing smart. We're going to bring the fielders in on this one here. I've managed to get it to work once so far this game. See if it can still work. Bases are loaded. Here is the pitch to Roy Smalley, who is 1 for 3 today with a walk and a run scored. It is a 1.70. That's sending over towards Brohammer. Line drive, and Brohammer is able to smack it out, and he makes the grab. Everybody holds on to the base. We have 2 down. Welcome to the Cardiac League once again, guys. Base is loaded. 2 down. Coming up is Rod Carew. He is 2 for 4 today. He hit a home run in the 5th inning, a 2-run shot, had a base hit in the 3rd. Otherwise, he is grounded out and lined out. Bob Stanley's on the mound. Here is the pitch. And it is a 0.95. That is, sounds like a weak fly ball heading out towards left field. Rice is waiting for it. He's just circling the wagons for it. Makes the grab. And that is the ball game. Boston Red Sox win their 17th victory of the season. They got 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Minnesota 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Let's bring up everything so we can show you how this is going to look. It's an official game. Yes, it is. And we'll bring it up. Jim Rice is the player of the game. Went 1 for 4 with that home run. He did get 3 of the 4 Red Sox RBIs. He will be the player of the game. And as I'm looking at this, I'm going to throw this is called the extended box score. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me see if you can. Yes, you can. Good. I like that with this game. This game, I like doing it this way. You can see the stuff. All right, guys, here we go. As you can see here, Red Sox are now 17-6. Minnesota falls to 11-14. For the Twins bats. That's why I like this. I just go right on down. It's easier to go down than up. Rod Carew went 2 for 5 with his home run. Did that in the 5th inning. Dan Ford went 2 for 4. He had a double. And otherwise, Tiant had 1. The Red Sox as a team only threw 1 strikeout at him. Hoskipal did get the sacrifice hit. That's why I caught him at that. And Craig Cusick had the sacrifice fly. So, and they also had only 2 walks. Pretty much that's it. And Bob Randall on the bottom, the ninth hitter went 2 for 4, raised his average up to 318. For Dan Ford, that was his 5th double of the season. For Rod Carew, his 3rd home run. These guys don't do RBIs. I have let them know they need more stats in here. They're working on it. Let them work on it. Cusick had a because I got sacrifice flies and sacrifice hits. They need to work on it. They need to give me RBIs in here. That'd be awful nice. For the Red Sox, Jack Brohammer actually went 2 for 3. And Al, if you remember Jack Brohammer, he didn't do crap for the Red Sox. I think they traded him in the middle of the season, if I remember right. Went 2 for 3, batted .214. I think they made Remy the permanent second baseman. Rick Burleson went 2 for 4, batted 2, and raised his average up, had a double. Jerry Remy had a triple. He got that in the 1st inning. Jim Rice went 1 for 4. He had that home run, and Freddie Lynn had his home run. Rick Burleson was his 5th double of the season. Jerry Remy his 2nd triple. Jim Rice his 9th home run. Freddie Lynn his 7th. Jerry Remy had a sacrifice hit. Butch Hobson has his 8th error of the season. He has a rating of 10. The Red Sox left 2 runners on the base pass. They took advantage of every hit and every walk they could get because they got no walks. Minnesota left 10 runners. Couldn't do anything. They stranded 10. For the pitchers, for Minnesota, Gary Serum went 8 innings. They consider that a complete game for the Twins because he was the visiting pitcher. Gave up 8 hits, 1 double, 1 triple. Unfortunately, he gave up 2 long balls, which hurt him. He did strike out 3, though. Gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. For the Red Sox, El Tiante gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. He gave up a double, 7 hits, walked 1, struck out 1. Tom Bergmeyer came in, gave up that 1 hit, gave up a walk. We got him out there in a hurry after getting 1 out. And Stanley came in, 3rd save of the season, gave up the 1 hit to help load the bases up, and that is what he did. We're again at Fenway Park on a Wednesday night in a light rainstorm. And through the complete game, Rice is the player of the game. And let me get back on here and I can show you guys real quick what I've got going on. Like I said, I've got every season out here, guys, so don't worry about it. Here we go. All right. Red Sox are 17-6. They currently have a 2-game lead on Detroit. Now, I've still got Detroit to play in this season here, so I got in this day, so we'll go from there. Baltimore sits on last place. The Yankees are here in the middle. For the NAL West, it is Kansas City and California who are slugging it out. Half game separates them, and it's been pitching all the way for California. Otherwise, there's a team over here that has a winning record. Seattle, the new Seattle Mariners are in last place. In the National League, the New York Mets lead the National League East by 2.5. Pittsburgh followed by Pittsburgh and Montreal. In the West, it is between the LA Dodgers, San Francisco, who is a game and a half back, and everybody else pretty much starting to fall back. Cincinnati, Houston, and Atlanta sitting on the back on there. Keep in mind, this is before the other two teams showed up for the National League. Okay? They always give me questions. I like that. Let me know who's doing what. I have Baltimore just throw a complete game. Jim Palmer. Some good questions I always ask. Jack Clark of the San Francisco Giants is just wailing the hell out of the ball. And some quick stats. They were both leagues. Dave Winfield and Carlton Fisk are slugging it out for the hitting title right now, believe it or not. Jim Rice now takes the lead in home runs over Larry Heisel. Jack Clark leads Jim Rice by 1 run. Over here in pitching, Tom Johnson of Minnesota. I think he's a reliever, or he's a starting pitcher, and the count. John Monfusco. Dennis Eckersley has 5 wins for the Sox so far. He's 5-0. Skip Lockwood of the New York Mets has 8 saves. That's the way this has been going. Al Frobowski's right behind him. Al Frobowski in 78 was with Kansas City. There are other stats and stuff we can come up with the game. It's not a bad game, like I said, and I've told him we just need more stats in the front. Otherwise, I like the game. I really do. I think it's a great game. I've had to change a couple ways I do things. I like this game, Al, and that's why I play the dice. I got a tower. I found it in eBay. It's called a Castle Tower. It's a 4-runger. Is what it is. And what I do is I take the 10-sided dice, and I throw them twice in here. That way, there's more. It's fair. What I found out in trying to throw my dice tray and everything else is I was getting way too many blowout games. 9-0, 15-5, and I'm sitting there going, this is too much. So, Eric, how are you doing, sir? What's the sad face for, my friend? Oh, what year are you playing? Hold on. Aren't you playing 77 or 78? Oh, L season. Yeah, they still got a chance. Give them time. Ah. Now, so that's what I pretty much do. I've got the game finally down to the science. Well, Al, while you were broadcasting your games, I was playing Digital Time to get you to see what I had to do, change things, and I've come up with a good system. Now I just need Digital Diamond to come up with the rest, which includes fixing the play-by-play, because, yeah, like I say, you can always watch what's going on. Also, and I've told them this quite a few times, and Beatles will agree with me, you have 1,000 chances for each situation to do something in this game. They have 1,000 chances to make this thing go. And otherwise, this game would be perfect. This would be the top dog on the old card and to be on the dice games. But again, as you can see, and as I found out when playing the game this way, the Cardiac League and the Cardiac games are out here, just so you know. Anyway, I'm going to shut down. I'm hoping I'm going to catch somebody else playing, which is what I'd like to do. And I want to thank Al, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Please watch Eric's channel. He's not doing a lot of live, but he uploads a lot. He's got a couple of things going. I believe it's I think he's got a 77 season running. Unless I'm lying, he's got 78 running. And a few others. that I enjoy watching. Al has a great channel. He's got Strat Baseball. Oh, Herb's got a question for you, by the way, Al, about strategy, about Stratomatic. He has a question for you about getting the pitchers in there. I just remember that. Earl has a question for you about that, so you and him need to get together. Al has Strat Baseball, Action PC. He's got a great series going on right now featuring two of the best 1968 pitchers, though I disagree with one of them. Yeah, okay. Still talk to Al Beatles. They've got most of the games, Herb. They're the guys to talk to. Al's got Action PC. He's got a great series going right now. He's got a couple good series going. He's got the 1968. He's got Denny McLain and Bob Gibson going up against the 2017 teams. He's got a Decades series going on right now. I'm not sure. I think that's a single elimination, or is it double elimination? I'm not sure what it is. He's got a great one going there. He just got done with the 1950 season. He had a one-and-done tournament. The Chicago White Sox came out of nowhere and beat everybody up. It was fantastic. He's also got Digital Diamond. He doesn't play as much, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for. I do the National Pastime 3 baseball, which everybody doesn't mind me doing that. Dog, I'm not sure what games you've got. You've got to tell us, Herb, you're doing your thing now. But this has been great. Please watch everybody's channel. Again, as Alan likes to ask, and I'd like to ask also, please leave a thumbs up. Also, if you have constructive criticism, please leave a constructive criticism. I'm just getting back started with Digital Diamond. I am working with them to try to get them to speed the game up a little bit. It still takes 45 minutes, even if I do this or not. So, I don't mind a Star Wars guy. And I know we got a Game of Thrones girl, so I'm happy. I'm happy as a clam. So, come join the Empire. No, I like the dark side, thank you. Join the Empire. No, the evil Empire. Uh-huh. The evil Empire. Yeah, okay, Al. I see. We still got to do some. We still got to do some interdiction with you. When you managed them Yankees, something happened to you. Now you talk about joining the Empire. Okay, Al. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in a bit, okay? I got to get up, walk around a little bit, grab a cup of coffee, and I want everybody, please take care. God bless. Be careful out there when you're driving, especially here in the summertime. Herb, you be careful in the hospital. We're looking forward. Let us know when you're back immediately so we can enjoy your company. You can tell us all the stories and see if you check out any good-looking nurses. Anyway, guys, I thank you always, and have a great, great evening.